Good morning, students. In the previous session, I had completed the problems on the multiple angles and submultiple angles. I told you that I would be starting the next type of formulae which is known as the transformation formulae. Now here I had told you why the name is given. In this one, we consider the sum and difference of two trigonometric functions, that is sine and cosine, and how to convert them, how to transform them to the product of two functions. That is one set of formula. The other one, a product would be given containing sine and cosine, or purely sine or purely cosine. We try to express them as the sum or difference of two trigonometric functions. So, we transform the sum or difference to product and vice versa. So, we call these formulae as transformation formulae. Now, here as in the case of multiple angles, we start with the compound angle formulae, and using that one we try to arrive at the transformation formula. Altogether there are 8 formulae. They are very important. The derivation may be given or may not be given, but the problems on that one will be certainly given. So, go through the derivation also. For 1 or 2 mark question it can be expected. Now then, after learning about the formulae, I am going to solve some problems. Now, first how to derive the formula. Now let me consider the compound angle formula. First one is sine of x plus y. Sine of x plus y. What's the formula? This is equal to sin x into cos y plus cos x into sin y. Sin x into cos y plus cos x into sin y. Now, let me consider the second formula, sin of x minus y. This is equal to sin x into cos y minus cos x into sin y. Now, consider these two formulae. Now, let me add these two. Suppose you can give some number here, say 1 and 2. Let me give the number 1 and 2. Now, add 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2. That is left hand side. What you have on the left hand side? Sin x plus y plus sin x minus y. Write the terms as they are. Sin x plus y plus sin of x minus y. Look at the right hand side. Here I am having sin x into cos y plus cos x into sin y. Sin x into cos y minus cos x into sin y. I am adding. When I add, the same signs they remain. So, this is plus and this is minus. These two they get cancelled and these two are remaining. Look at the terms, sin x cos y, sin x cos y. It is repeated. How many times? 2 times. Therefore, adding I get here 2 sin x into cos y. Now, this is one transformation formula. Look here, the right hand side I am having a product of two trigonometric functions, 2 sin x into cos y. One is sin x, the other is cos y. Look at the left hand side. Here in between I am having positive. So, sin of some angle plus sin of some other angle. So, a product has been written as sum of the two trigonometric function. Now, similarly, see, instead of adding 1 and 2, suppose I subtract 2 from 1. Subtract 2 from 1, that the second from the first one. You know that when we subtract, the signs of the second line, they change, isn't it? So, left hand side is sin of x plus y minus sin of x minus y. Now, look at the right hand side. See, I am subtracting means this plus would become minus, this minus would become plus. Usually we write like this, isn't it? Though it is not necessary, for our convenience we write like this. So, this is plus and this is minus. These two terms, they would be getting cancelled. What happens to this one? Here this minus becomes plus. When they are having the same sign, we add them. It becomes 2 cos x into sin y. 2 cos x into sin y. So, here again you observe we got a product. The left hand side is sin of some function minus sin of some other function. So, we had a mixed product, a combination of both sin and cosine. 2 times sin x into cos y is sin of some angle plus sin of some other angle. 2 cos x into sin y. It is also a mixed one containing both sine and cosine. It is sine of some angle minus. So, here this product has been expressed, sum of the two functions, this product has been expressed as the difference of the two functions. These are the first two formulae which convert the product into sum or the difference. So, when I considered sine, the compound angle for sine here, I got these two formulae. Similarly, let me consider the cosine, that is cos of x plus y, that would be equal to cos x into cos y minus sin x into sin y. Now, let me give a number 3 to this one. Now, similarly, cos of x minus y, cos of x minus y would be equal to, the terms are same as you know, it is cos x cos y plus sin x into sin y. Now, take it as 4. So, as we did in the previous case, here also I am going to add and then subtract. Now, let me add 3 and 4. Add 3 and 4. So, left hand side what you get here? Cos of x plus y plus cos of x minus y. While adding, the signs, no, they remain the same. Look at this one. One time cos x y, cos x cos y, another time cos x cos y. This becomes 2 times cos x into cos y, because the other two terms are, they get cancelled. One is minus, the other is plus. Now they get cancelled. So here look at this one, we got a product 2 times cos x into cos y, left hand side cos of some angle plus cos of the other some other angle. Let me subtract 4 from 3. Subtract 4 from 3. You know that when you do the subtraction, the signs of the second line terms, no, they get changed. So this plus would become minus, here also it becomes minus. Therefore, on the left hand side, it is cos of x plus y minus cos of x minus y. Now look at the right hand side, because it has become negative, these two they get cancelled. See, this is already negative and this has become negative, so we have to add them, that is they get added up, that is 2 times sin x into sin y. Now this is another formula which converts the product into the difference of the function. So in the first case I consider the sin x plus y, sin x minus y. I got two formula here, that is in which we have two products here which have been written as the sum of the two functions and the difference of the two functions. Whereas here, after considering the compound angle formula of cos function, by adding them I got one formula, by subtracting I got another transformation formula. The difference is, in the first two formulae, both the products now contain both sine and cosine terms, whereas in this one it is purely a cosine product and it is purely a sine product. Only in this one we have got a minus sign. Now let me write all these formulae together, and then we can get the remaining 4 formulae which can be obtained by these 4 formulae. First one is 2 times sin x into cos y would be equal to sin of x plus y, then plus sin of x minus y. Now the second formula, that is here also I am considering a product of sine and cosine, that is 2 cos x sin y. Here it is written as sin of x plus y minus sin of x minus y. Now come to the third formula. Here it is 2 times cos x into cos y, and here it is expressed in terms of cos function, cos x plus y plus cos of x minus y. And the fourth one, we have got a minus sign here, it is minus 2 sin x into sin y, could be written as cos of x plus y minus cos of x minus y. Now here, of course, this minus sign could be taken to the right hand side, and these terms could be written in the other order, but to maintain the symmetry here, the first angle will be always the sum of the two angles, the second set of angles will always be the difference of the two angles. To maintain that symmetry, this minus sign has been kept on the other side. Observe here, it is not a rule here, this is how you have to remember. If a product is containing both sine and cosine here, it would be expressed in terms of sine function. If it is purely a cosine or purely a sine product, it would be expressed in terms of the cos function. It is not a rule here, but this is a hint for you to remember that one. That too here, first sine comes, then cos, then it would be plus, and cos comes first, sine afterwards, it would be minus. Similarly, purely a cosine product, in between we have the positive sign, that is sum, and if it is purely a sine product, it would be minus. Only in this case we are having a minus sign. So this is how you can remember the formula, because all these formulae, they are very important. Now in these four formulae, we have converted or we have expressed this product into sum or difference of two trigonometric functions, the two only sine and cosine we are having. Now the other set of formulae are the other way of converting or expressing the sum or difference into the product. Here you can use the same alphabets x and y. To avoid confusion, I make some assumptions here. What I do is, I consider x plus y to be some other angle, let me take it as C, and I take x minus y to be some other angle D. Anything you can take theta, alpha, beta like also. X plus y equal to C, x minus y equal to D. That is wherever they are present on the right hand side. Now you can replace x plus y by C, and that is sum of the two angle as C, the difference of the two angle D. But when you replace on the right hand side, you have to replace on the left hand side also. So that means that individual values of x and y should be calculated. Now let me add these two. When you add, y gets cancelled, x gets added up. X plus x, that is 2x, left hand side, right hand side is c plus d, that implies x is equal to c plus d divided by 2. Similarly, when you subtract here, on subtraction, here x gets cancelled, y gets added up because this minus becomes plus. So we have 2y would be equal to c minus d, which implies that y is equal to c minus d divided by 2. That means on both the sides of the formula that we have obtained here, we replace x plus y by c and x minus y by d on the right hand side. Similarly, x and y on the left hand side would be replaced by c plus d by 2 and c minus d by 2 respectively. So when you substitute these values in the above formulae, let us see how we can write the formulae. And the next set of formulae will be converting the sum or difference of the trigonometric function into the product of two trigonometric function. Now substitute these values in the above formulae. Now I am writing those quantities on the left hand side. First one, I can take it as a result 5. Sine of x plus y, that can be written as sine c. Sine of x minus y, I am writing it as sine d. You observe here, it is the sum of the two trigonometric functions. Now substitute on the left hand side. 2 sine x means it is c plus d by 2 and y means c minus d by 2. You observe here, there we have converted the product into sum of two functions. Here the sum has been converted into a product of two functions. Similarly, I go to the second formula. Here sin x plus y, write it as sin c minus sin d. So you observe it is the difference of the two functions. Substitute on the left hand side 2 times cos of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. Now come to the third formula. It is the seventh one here. Now replacing on the right hand side for x plus y and x minus y, I will be having cos c plus cos d. Come to the left hand side, it is 2 times cos of c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2. Finally, we come to the last formula, that is cos of x plus y, that is cos c minus cos of d. We have minus sign here, minus 2 times sin of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. As I told in the previous case, this minus sign could be taken here, and if you write the angle d minus a, this minus sign can be adjusted. Again, to maintain the symmetry, observe here, first angle will be always c plus d by 2, the second angle will be always c minus d by 2. So, if you write like this, now easy for you to remember. So, some hint I gave you how to remember, the same procedure we follow here. It is the sum of the two sine functions, sin c plus sin d. It is a mixed product of sine cosine. First sine comes, then cos comes. Now when you take the difference, first cos comes, then sine comes. The angle is same. Okay, first angle is this and the second angle is the other one. Similarly, cos c plus cos d, it is purely a cosine product. Cos c minus cos d, this is purely a sine product, only here we have the minus sign. So I told you it is not a rule, but it's a hint to remember these formulae. So these are known as the 8 transformation formula. The first 4, they convert the product into either sum or the difference. The second set of 4 formulae, these convert the sum or the difference into respective products. So these are known as transformation formula, as already I told you, because they transform one form to another form, sum or difference to product and vice versa. That is why they are called as the transformation formulae. Now I will take an example how we have to apply these results here. Now let me consider, I am going to, in almost all the problems here, we are going to prove certain result. So I told you proving is comparatively easier because you will be knowing the answer on the right hand side, and that always gives you a hint how to start with. Now I will take an example so that you can understand how you have to apply the formula. One example is, prove that cos 7x plus cos 5x whole thing divided by sin 7x minus sin 5x. You have to show that this is equal to cot x. Now look at the right hand side. It is cot x. You know by the basic definition, cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. That means that somehow you have to get cos x from the numerator, sin x from the denominator, maybe as a common factor, something like that. Then only you can get the value cot x. Look at the numerator here. Start from the left hand side. Look at the numerator. Which formula does it resemble? You see the 7th formula, cos c plus cos d. In the place of c, I am having 7x. In the place of d, it is equal to 5x. So what is the right hand side here? First you write 2 cos of c plus d by 2, because plus we are having, it is purely a cosine product. It is c plus d by 2 means you have to write 7x plus 5x divided by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2, that is cos of 7x minus 5x divided by 2. Now write denominator. Look at this one, sin c minus sin d, the 6th formula. So here sin c minus sin d means first you have the cos function, then you have the sin function. It is 2 times cos of c plus d by 2. So it is cos of 7x plus 5x divided by 2 into, then it is sin of c minus d by 2, that is 7x minus 5x by 2. So we have made use of the formula directly. First, for the numerator, the last formula, 8th formula. For the denominator, the 6th formula. Now wherever you can do the cancellation, you can do. One thing is 2 can be cancelled, and you observe here there is no need to simplify this one, because we are having the same function, same angle, 7x plus 5x by 2, 7x plus 5x by 2, directly you could do the cancellation. Now simplify the remaining. 7x minus 5x, that is equal to 2x. So cos 2x divided by 2, same thing in the denominator, it is sin of 2x divided by 2. Now you can cancel 2 here. So what is remaining now? It is cos x by sin x, that is equal to cot x, and this is what we wanted on the right hand side. Now such problems are usually given for a 2-mark question. One for writing the transformation formula correctly, and for the simplification part you get the remaining mark. So this is how you have to apply. So unless you by heart all the 8 formula, it is sum to product or product to sum. In one problem we will be using both the formulae. It may be sum to sum or difference to product or vice versa. So unless you are familiar with all the 8 formula, you cannot solve the problem, because we may have to use both one from this and one from that to solve the particular problem. So in the next session, I am going to work out some more problems in which I make use of the transformation formula. Thank you.